Wow, that's fun. Now, New Mexico is clearly the land of enchantment, as we all know, and there's nothing more enchanting than the cascade of fall colors. And what better way to see the foliage change than from the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad? And joining us once again today is Elmer Salazar, President and CEO of Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Management Company. Good morning and welcome back, Elmer.
Good morning, Nikki. Thank you for having me on today. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you back. You know, when we had you last time, it was the beginning of the season, and now here we go. We're heading on to fall, and you're carrying on a tradition that began more than 100 years ago, and that's what's so special. So give us a little bit of the historical background of the Converse and Toltec.
Well, Nikki, as you know, the railroad was built in 1880, and its primary mission at the time was to bring rail service through the mountains, narrow gauge, coal-fired steam engines, and the goal was to be able to haul minerals, at that time silver and a limited amount of gold, and eventually it turned into a freight hauler and did lumber and livestock and a number of other things, and a limited passenger base as well. Today, we're pleased to be owned by the states of Colorado and New Mexico. Yes. All of us in New Mexico are owners of the railroad. We have a great opportunity this fall. We're looking just beautiful going into fall colors. We had a great sort of midsummer monsoon season. Things are green and beautiful. The water's running.
Finally, right?
Yeah, finally.
Oh
it's
my gosh.
been great. So overall, we're doing really well. We're enjoying the season. Our New Mexico base is being very supportive.
Yeah.
Colorado's doing well. It is just a beautiful time. And Nikki, your invitation is still waiting for you.
Well, you know I've been wanting to come out there, and I had so many things going on over the summer, and I think now this is the time. Everyone told me this is the time. This is the best time of year, and based on what you're saying, it sounds like it really is.
And we're getting ready for a fantastic closure. We'll be open between now and October 18th. We'll be running trains daily, leaving out of both ends, the 10 o'clock out of Antonito, 10 o'clock out of Chama, meeting in Osier for a great lunch. And the good thing about our lunch at Osier, we have a full, basically turkey dinner and meatloaf dinner and salad bar and dessert bar.
Fun.
And the good thing is, Nikki, there's absolutely no calories in anything that you eat.
Yeah, right. Come on, Elmer. Really? Okay, now I officially have to go.
Well, you do.
It's a guilt-free trip.
It is. It's absolutely guilt-free. You know, we had Kristen. And,
yes,
you know,
I know.
She was up for opening day. She joined the governor with us, and we had a great day. And she didn't gain a pound. So
well, that exactly, as exemplified by the way she looks on TV. She never gains weight. The girl is unbelievable. Now, I have to ask you, what is your role? I mean, if you were to tell somebody, this is my role in preserving this New Mexico treasure, what would that be?
Well, we have a triad partnership, Nikki, and the way this works is we have a railroad commission, 2 commissioners each appointed by the 2 governors. They oversee the ownership interest, the asset base of the railroad.
Okay.
We have the Friends of the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad. Their mission in life as a nonprofit is the historical preservation of the railroad. So, for instance, we rebuilt our trestle after our trestle fire in 2010. The Friends take a large role in ensuring the historical accuracy of the railroad, because that's what we are. We're a rolling museum. And then the operating company, my company, oversees all the operations and business of the railroad. So together, the 3 of us are involved in preserving the asset base, ensuring its historical accuracy, and providing a first-class, world-class, really, tour of northern New Mexico and southern Colorado. We wander over 64 miles.
Tell us a little bit about the route that the train takes.
The route from Chama to Antonito is 64 miles, and on that route we go from a base in Chama at about 9,000 feet or a little less, up to 10,000 feet at Cumbres Pass, and then we wander down into Osier, and we are in and out of Colorado and New Mexico 11 times during our run. It's narrow gauge railroads, which means it's a 36-inch wide rail. And essentially what we're doing every day is taking people on a beautiful tour of the mountains.
How pretty.
And it's really important to us as an operator. You know, our primary mission is the safety of our passengers and ensuring that our equipment is in top-notch running order, and ensuring that people basically can come and have a real nice, relaxing trip. Enjoy a nice meal. It's an all-day thing. You leave at 10 o'clock in the morning from either side, and you're back around 4:30 in the afternoon.
And don't forget your cameras if you're going, because
and especially this time of year, Nikki. You know, we'd love to have you up, and what you'll begin to see now is a change in the colors of the aspen. The grass begins to get a little lighter green, and again, it's just been absolutely lovely this summer. We hope that people will join us as we close off the season.
So much fun. And in addition to the beautiful atmosphere and scenery, what other kinds of things can people expect to see along the way?
Well, you know, early in the spring, obviously, you know, when the elk and the deer are dropping their calves and their fawns, it's really fun. We watch people that have never seen elk, for instance, and you see these little baby calves, and they're sort of in a little ball on the side of the railroad track. The train literally goes within 10 feet of these little critters, and they just sort of sit there balled up and don't make a lot of movement. And the elk are moving around. This year we've had a lot of bears on the railroad. The bears have been wandering around.
There's been bears in backyards this season. I don't know what's going on.
It is. It's the bears are around. As we're heading into fall, you can see the animals on the mountain starting to get ready as the season is changing. The cattle are out there. You know, traditional ranching area. The sheep herders are in place. And every day on the railroad, you just never know what you're going to see. It's like every day, every week is a different ride on this railroad.
And how long is the actual trip itself, did you say?
It leaves at 10 in the morning, and if you go all the way across the railroad, you get in about 4:30, depending what terminal depot you're coming into. So, you know, it's an all-day event. We encourage people to come up to Chama or Antonito, maybe come up the night before, stay in we have some nice motels at both ends. Have dinner, be relaxed, go in the morning, have a cup of coffee, wander around the rail yards, check things out. Our staff is top-notch. I'm so proud of the employees that work on the railroad, many of which have been literally working on the railroad for 30-some years.
Oh my gosh.
But they're there to please you, they're welcoming,
they take a lot of pride in what they do.
They take a lot of pride in what they do. No, it is, it's fun.
And of course we want to make sure that it's affordable for everybody, so what are the ticket prices?
The ticket prices go end to end is about $90 per ticket. If you do the round trip, which means from either Osier or Chama or Antonito up to Osier and do the turn, it's $75. Then we have tourist class, which is a little higher at about $125, and then we have our parlor class, which is, I don't know if you remember this, but back in the old days, TWA, Pan Am Airlines, those kind of, they had first class seating, which was really a difference. That's our parlor car. Beautiful car. Well,
I want to make sure that all our viewers know that they can go and find you at CumbrasToltec.com, and they can also call 1-888 CUMBRES.
Thank you, Nikki. And I really invite New Mexico to come see us. And it's your asset. It's a beautiful world-class asset. We look forward to seeing you all.
Elmer,
Nikki,
thank you for being here. Come back again, and I will be up there. I promise you. I will make my way out there.
We'll hold you to it.
Okay. I said it on TV, and we're not done yet. Next, we are in the kitchen with Santa Fe's 315 Restaurant and Wine Bar. We'll tell you what they have planned for next week's Wine and Chili Fiesta. But first, Rodney Atkins takes us to break. He's performing tomorrow night at Tingley Coliseum.
Driving through town, just my boy and me, with a Happy Meal in his booster seat, knowing that he couldn't have the